and happy day one of Contemporaryathon. Today is Monday, September 23rd, first day of the Contemporaryathon, also my son's birthday. Yay! He just turned 5 today. We celebrated this past weekend with a big party, which I will include a montage right here for you all to see.
I'll always love you and make you happy if only you will say the same. But if you leave me to love another, you'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy, the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, you really love me and no one else could come between.
It was a really good party. It was overwhelming. As you guys know, he's autistic, so he has a lot of quirks, and there were some meltdowns and things like that. But overall, it was a really good day, and today is his birthday. But either way, this is going to be a very, very busy week for me. Like, I hope I can read all the books I want to read, but here's to hoping. So I'm going to show you first what books I'm planning to read. If you haven't seen my TBR, I'll link it right here if you want to check it out. But I'm planning to read 3 books this week. First up is Well Met by Jen DeLuca. Then I'm also planning to read The Right Swipe by Alicia Rive. And then I'm also planning to read a thriller, which is The Family Upstairs by Lisa Joel. Those are the 3 books I'm reading for this week. I do want to be transparent with you and say that I have already started this. I started this last night, I started this yesterday because I'm honest, I wanted to read it and I wanted a jump start on the week because I know it was going to be really hard to read. So I am already 100 pages into this and really enjoying it. So I'll tell you more about it when I'm, midway through or have completed it. But either way, I'm really enjoying it. If you're looking for a really cute romance book with Renaissance fair vibes, this is 1000% up your alley. So this week, as far as this week goes, it's very busy. I have an IEP meeting this week with my son's school. I also have another meeting with another nurse for something, as far as with Noah. I also have another meeting as well. That's right, I have 3 meetings this week with photos to book a wedding, hopefully. Then I have 2 photo shoots this weekend, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and I have to take pictures at church. So that's all this week. Like, that's a lot of crap to do. So, not only that, and I have to, take care of my son. So I actually just finished filming 2 videos today. That's why I look decent. It doesn't sound bad because I'm sick. My son got sick, and of course, if you're a mom, if your kids get sick, you the next one in line, because that is just how it goes in the household. So I'm getting over it. Yesterday, I just didn't want to do anything. Today I feel a lot better. So I'm excited for this week. Also very nervous. A lot going on per usual, but either way, I hope I can read these 3 books. I think if I read a book every 2 days, like if I read this by Tuesday, then I finish this by Friday, and then I have Saturday, Sunday to read this. So I think I could do it if I push myself. So here's to hoping I do just that. So I'll update you when I have an update. Bye. Well, an unexpected twist. This one has strep throat. I went ahead and took him to the doctor because he wasn't acting very well. I could just, when you're a mom, you can just tell something's up with your kid. He has strep throat. This is the 2nd time in a month he's had strep throat. So he has to stay home from school for a couple days, and it just throws off his routine, and it's just on his birthday too. What a happy birthday. Happy birthday, you have strep throat.
Happy birthday.
Okay, I'm glad it's your birthday, but you're sick. Welcome to day 2 of the Contemporaraython. So, yesterday, as you saw, my son's sick. He has strep throat. He's on medicine. He's getting a little bit better. We're just all kind of under the weather. Anyway, last night, I just went ahead and finished Well Met by Jen DeLuca. Wasn't planning to finish it till today, but it was addictive, and it was a book that when you you just have to finish, and I was in that mode. I'm just gonna say 5 out of 5. I was not expecting to give this 5 out of 5, but 5 out of 5. I loved it. I'm just looking for a really cute romantic comedy rom-com book with a Renaissance flair. This is up your alley, which, by the way, I've never really been into the Renaissance fair thing. I've never been to one. I mean, I've always been intrigued by it, but I've never been like enamored by it. After this book, I would like to go to Renaissance fair ASAP, please. So this book, we follow a character named Emily, who Emily has just had a recent breakup of a guy that she's been with for a very long time, and he's just kind of swept her under the rug. And then her sister calls her because she was in a car accident and she needs some help with like moving around with her foot and everything like that. So she decides to go live with her sister in this really small town in Maryland with her sister and her niece, who's like 14. And there, Emily has to kind of shuttle her sister around to different appointments, also help her niece out to school. And also her niece is interested in signing up for this Renaissance fair, and an adult has to accompany because she's like a minor to like be volunteer. So Emily does that, and then she meets Simon, who is an English teacher at her niece's school, and it's immediate like hate relationship. He's very uppity and very strict about Renaissance fair, and she just wants to have a good time. But as the Renaissance fair goes on, because it takes place during the weekend for it takes place during the weekend for like the last 2 months of summer, when Simon is in his Renaissance fair garb, like he's a pirate and he's Pirate Ian or something, he and Emily, who is like a tavern wench, get along very well, and their chemistry is very much there. And then when they're not in the Renaissance fair, it's like back to hating each other. So it's kind of that hate to love romantic relationship that I adore, and it is my favorite trope with all romantic relationships. So yeah, I loved it, would highly recommend it. I'm very happy to have completed a book already for Contemporaryathon, even though I technically didn't start it from like beginning to finish. I read the last 200, how many pages is this? I said I read 100 pages before this began. It's like 225 pages. So I read 225 pages, so I'm pretty happy with that. I read that in a day. That's unlike me, but I was just addicted. So highly recommend this book. Definitely check this one out. Today is the dreaded IEP meeting day. And if you're like, what the crap's an IEP? Trust me, I didn't know till a couple years ago myself. An IEP is in the education world, and it is an individualized educational plan. And it's for each child that is in a special needs classroom, or maybe has some disabilities or learning disabilities, things like that. They all have an IEP, and that means that you go meet with like the principal or the teacher, like all these different people, and they kind of construct a plan to help teach your child and, you know, things like that. So it's a good thing, but it's also a very stressful and time-consuming thing. I'm not looking forward to this at all, because this is the first one we're going to hear feedback from his teachers, and I'm really nervous it's going to be all bad feedback, because like I said, he's been having some severe behavior problems, and you know, behavior therapy fixed that, but money. When you also are a mom that has kids with IEPs, you got binders. That's right. I just started this a couple weeks ago, and look how full it is already. I can't imagine what it's going to look like by the time he's in 5th grade. Oh, I should also tell you guys, I just purchased a book that I totally forgot I did. So I was a bad booktuber and completely forgot that Wayward Son came out today. I bought this because this is the sequel to Carry On by Rainbow, which I read this year. Carry On is like it's hard to describe. It's like set in the world of Fangirl. You don't have to read Fangirl, but I would characterize Carry On as like kind of a funnier, lighthearted Harry Potter. It's almost like if Harry and Draco were to get together. I don't know how to explain it, but either way, I really enjoy it. It's a really fun time. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. The cover is beautiful. I don't know, they probably have some, ooh, look at that, clouds on the inside. Ooh, that's pretty too. Man, Rainbow Rowell always kills it with her covers every single year. So either way, this is very beautiful. I can't wait to dive in. Wish me luck for this IEP meeting. I need all the luck because my stomach is in knots literally over this. So hopefully it'll go good. Here's to hoping. It's Wednesday. Here in my kitchen again. I'm about to actually prepare dinner. I'm using a good old-fashioned crock pot because it's fall. Even though my state doesn't know what fall is until November, it's not 9 degrees outside. It is. Today I'm making this recipe right here. If you're wondering, am I organized all the time? Kind of. That's just how I am. any recipe that I really enjoy, I actually have my own binder, has recipes, and I have these like clear things, and I print them out, and then I put them in the clear slots. That way when I cook them, I just take them right on out. Is it unnecessary? Yes. Is it really easy? Yes, because I don't have to like keep looking on YouTube or Pinterest and stuff. So tonight is barbecue chicken sliders, so hopefully that'll be good. So I'm just going to talk to you about my reading while I prepare this, if that's okay. So I am 100 pages into, I should also say that his IEP meeting yesterday went really well. It was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. They all reiterated how sweet of a child Noah is, and how, like, you know, they love seeing him every day, which almost made me tear up. Together, which is really good because I cry at the drop of a hat, let me tell you. But it was really good. There's obviously a lot of things that Noah needs to work on, and therapies and stuff, and just overall, but they are excited for him to be there. So I'm very happy about that. Olive oil. So yeah, it went really good. I'm surprised it went really good because I'm just kind of a pessimist, even though I think a lot of you guys see how optimistic I am about some things, but I'm also a really big worrier, and with that comes a lot of pessimistic opportunities, or just how I am. So anyway, so that happened. And I'm also 100 pages into The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. What to say about that? Good book so far. I'm enjoying it. With Lisa Jewell books, this is my second one by her I've read. She's written a ton of other ones. There's a lot of barbecue sauce. Her books, I don't even know if I would classify them as mystery thrillers. They really remind me, at least the one that I've read and the one I'm reading right now, remind me of almost like Big Little Lies by Leah Moriarty, which is that it has a mystery steeped in it, and you don't, sorry, that's barbecue sauce, and you don't know what exactly is like happened with this mystery and things like that. It just kind of slowly unfolds, and it's kind of at the back burner, but it's more of like a character study, and you learn more about the characters, and then the more the book gets into it, the more you get into the mystery, and you're like, oh yeah, let's figure out about this. So this is a whole bottle of barbecue sauce this thing needs. Good Lord. I don't know why I measured it. Oh, wasting freaking dishes. Actually, I'm gonna put you down so I can do this, and then I'll come back and talk to you so I don't like make this a hella long clip. Goes. It doesn't look appetizing now, but hopefully in 4 hours, it will be. Let's get back to the task at hand of talking to you about the book. You're at a different angle now. You're in front of a window, so lighting is great, but I'm gonna do dishes. So, like I said, the book is, you'll hear running water too. Hopefully you can hear me over it. It's gonna be, time will tell with this. So the book is not, to me, right now, with 100 pages in, not really a mystery thriller. It's more of a contemporary with a dash of mystery, which I'm actually fine with. I don't mind those at all. I love Big Little Lies, and I love Watching You. Both kind of have the same feel to it. So either way, I'm enjoying it so far. So I have nothing to really update with that. I don't think I will until like I finish the book. Before I forget, I wanted to show you the mug I was drinking with today. This one says, "You're brilliant. You're a beautiful, talented, brilliant, powerful musk ox. Thank you, ox." If you don't know, this is a quote from Parks and Rec.
And you're such a good friend. You're a beautiful, talented, brilliant, powerful musk ox. Thank you, ox.
My beautiful best friend got this for me for my birthday because we call each other, mainly I call her my Ann, like we're Leslie and Ann, like we really shower each other with positive affirmations because we both have a lot going on in our lives and stuff like that. So we're always like texting each other like, you know, you're doing amazing, I love you. And then, you know, I've been saying like, you beautiful sunflower. So yeah, she's like the Ann in my life. And maybe I'm her Leslie, maybe I'm her Ann. Either way, I love her. I'm obsessed with this mug because I love my dear friend so much. And I am a powerful musk ox. You are too. Reaffirm yourself on that. Hello, happy Thursday. So, last night, in a weird turn of events, I finished The Family Upstairs. It was a quick read. Once I got to halfway through, I just had to finish it, and I did. Overall, I would give this book, I'm still debating, I'm like 3 or 4 or 3 or 4. Ultimately, when I think about it, I think about her previous book that I read, Watching You, which I think I gave a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. Do I think this book is as good as that or lives up to that? And honestly, no, they're very different. I would probably give this a 3 out of 5. If I was doing my half stars, I would probably get a 3.5, to be like completely honest. But this book is wild. I did not expect it to do the plot twist that it did. There's multiple plot twists with thriller books. Sometimes there's 1, sometimes there's 5, sometimes there's 3. I'm not gonna tell you how many there was in this book because that would defeat the purpose of you reading it. But let's just say there was multiple ones, and I expected some of them I had no clue of, and the ending was really good. A character named Libby. We start with a character named Libby. She just turned 25 and she just learned that she inherited this house from her family. And her parents are dead. She's been adopted. So when she inherits this house, she learns more about the backstory of her family and things that she never thought would happen or things that she never thought was true. And she just learns basically about her family. We also have 2 other characters we follow their perspective of. We have Lucy, who is a single mom that has 2 children and she's homeless and she's on the run and she's trying to figure out what to do. Then we also have Henry, who his perspective is in the past when he lived in this house that Libby, inherited. So I don't want to tell you more about it because I think that it would spoil it for you. Just know it's kind of like a mystery about a family. With her books, I don't know if I would call them mystery thrillers. I would say it's probably a domestic thriller where it's more about a family and uncovering the secrets of the family. It does get really twisted. Like when it got to like 3/4 of the book, like I was like, wow, the whole house thing was creepy in the past and things that happened like almost cultish and just abusiveness and just it was very, very weird. And I think that's why I didn't love it that much because I just did not connect with it. And one of the characters, I would dare say, you get to see the becomings of a sociopath really, or maybe a psycho. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong terminology, but it was interesting. I will say that. It had me gripped. It had me want to finish it. I finished it last night. So I did enjoy it. It's a solid read. I would say if you are looking for a mystery thriller that's kind of light on the home murder, things like that. It's more of like a domestic thriller with a family and uncovering the secrets they have buried. I would recommend it for that, but I still like Watching You better. That's just my opinion. Everyone might disagree, but overall 3 out of 5. I'm happy to have read it. I do still like Lisa Jewell. I love the way she writes. I just get very gripped by it and I'm very enthralled by it. So yeah, I'm happy that I read it. A good mystery thriller read for the fall. I already completed like over half of my TBR, so I'm pretty stoked about that. So my last book on my TBR is The Right Swipe by Alicia Rai. I would love to finish this by like Saturday and go ahead and get a jump start on Wayward Son, but who knows how it is. My battery's flashing. That's nice. This is the longest book that I'm reading for this readathon. It's almost 400 pages. The other ones have been like 320 to 310 pages, so it might take me a little bit longer, but I'm excited to get back into a rom-com after the real intense family drama and mystery that was. But yeah, I filmed today. That's why I look decent. That's my update for today. Show it. What's that? Thomas! Good job! Coming live from my bathroom, I thought I would share with you what I do for skincare at nighttime. So let's get into the skincare. It's not that great. I just thought I'd share it with you. You may hate it, you may not. So montage footage begins. I'll show the products when I use them. Here we go. The part where I'm about to look like a really scary raccoon. Just brace yourself. This is not a nightmare. This is reality, my friends. It's not scary at all. And there you have it. This is me barefaced, and that was my nighttime skincare routine. You want to show them? Say hi, guys.
Hi guys.
You want to show them what you colored?
Sure.
Yeah. What color is it? Yeah. The only thing extra that I do when I have full face of makeup on is use this oil. Usually I don't wear enough makeup to garner using this, so I just use some like a quick thing of micellar water, but I highly recommend this oil. In fact, I love the whole Palmer's brand. I slept on it, but this oil is amazing. You need 2 pumps and you're done. Hello there, long time no talk. So, Contemporaryathon especially over. Today is the, what is today? The 30th. It ended yesterday, so I did not vlog Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but I left you with some montage footage. I hope that will suffice. I didn't vlog strictly because I didn't really have any time. Monday, I had 2 back-to-back meetings where I had to drive a lot of talking, so I didn't have time to vlog on Friday. Saturday, I had a photo shoot and I had family time, so I just didn't have, I could have vlogged Saturday, honestly, but I just didn't. Sunday, I had to take pictures at church, then immediately I had another photo shoot, so I was busy Sunday, so, you know, it's fine. It happens like that. Not every day I'm gonna vlog and do great. There's gonna be montages, and I hope that's okay. I think it will be. I think you guys understand. I think I started this on Thursday night, I want to say. The Right Swipe by Alicia Wright. I have since finished it. I gave it a 3 out of 5. This is about a girl named Rhiannon, if I pronounce that right. She goes by Rhi, so we'll call her that so I don't mispronounce it. And she has developed this app called Swipe. And you know, I'm old. I don't understand the dating app world. And I believe Swipe is a lot like Tinder, where you have to like swipe or like left or right if you people, and then I guess if you swipe right, which is I think a good thing, then the other person sees you and swipes right, you guys are like matched or something like that. Don't hold me accountable on that. But basically she invented this app, and then she's at like this conference for this other app called Matchmaker, who's kind of like the OG, and there she sees a guy that ghosted her like months ago. So they had this great one night together. It was hot, it was steamy, they were supposed to meet up again, and then he ghosted her. So it turns out he is working and helping promote her rival company, Matchmaker, and they have to be in close proximity to each other. And his name is Samson. He is a retired football player, and pretty much you learn about them, how to go from there, because he ghosted her and she has a lot of trust issues and all is dealing with the dating app world. So I did enjoy it. I thought the plot was cool with the whole dating app thing. I liked Samson a lot. I liked learning about his professional football career. Also with it talks a lot about concussions and how hard football players get hit, and sometimes the football teams don't do the right thing with concussions and things like that. The one that I think I would have given this a 4 out of 5, but I didn't love our main character, Ree. I really enjoyed her, but then I didn't. She's a boss. Let me just say that. She owns it. She's amazing. Like, she will go in, take control, work. She created a company from the ground up. She is a great boss lady. But there was a lot of confrontations that she had in this book that I think could have been not even in there if she would have been honest, if she would have forgiven, because the whole ghosting thing gets brought up, of Samson ghosting her months ago, and I don't want to spoil it, but it was just miscommunication. Let's be real about that. And instead of, like, you know, forgiving and, you know, understanding, Ree's kind of has a lot of trust issues because of her past, which I get, but it just made her too abrasive, in my opinion, which is why I didn't love this book. Like, she was just so many chances where she was just too abrasive and too, like, non-trusting, and I was just like, you have to give a little bit. But I haven't been in her shoes. I haven't been ghosted before or anything like that, so I don't, you know, I didn't have a relationship like toxic as she did, so, you know, I can't say for sure. That's, you know, that's just me. But the romance was really cute. I love the Samson and Ree romance. I love the whole dating app world. I love the football romance as well. It was overall cute. Would I recommend this to romance readers? Definitely, for sure. I thought it was cute. I will definitely read more of Alicia Rye. There's the 3 books I read. I have started another book, surprisingly. So with my meetings and photo shoots and stuff, I was driving by myself a lot, which rarely happens because I have a child, and he loves listening to Spotify and our playlist, and I always listen to that with him, so I don't ever get a chance to start an audiobook. But I thought, hey, since I'm driving by myself a lot this weekend, why not start an audiobook? And I did. Started Evie Drake Starts Over by Linda Holmes, and I'm listening to this on audio, and I don't know how far I'm into it. I know I've done 11 chapters. It says the book's 304 pages. I don't know. I'm probably gonna buy a physical copy because I am really enjoying the audiobook. But the narrator that is narrating has also narrated some Taylor Jenkins Reid's books that I've listened to, and I love her. I forget the actual narrator. But either way, Evie Drake Starts Over is about a small town in Maine, and we have Evie, whose husband recently died a year ago, and everyone, you know, feels sorry for her, and she's supposed to be grieving, but the only problem is she wasn't in love with him, and it kind of, she has to put on a show that she, you know, loved him and was truly in love with him because they had a very toxic relationship, but no one knows that but her. And so a year has gone by, and Evie has an apartment like kind of attached to her house, and then a pro baseball player that's a friend of a friend rents out her apartment, and he is like a pitcher that is lost his arm pretty much. By that I mean he hasn't lost his arm, he's lost his pitching arm. Like, he just is not pitching well anymore, and nobody can figure out why, even for himself. So he decides to go to Maine, kind of start over, take a break, and there they begin a friendship. I'm guessing a relationship. I haven't got that far into it. I am really enjoying it. I'm foreseeing this either being a 4 or 5. This is a quiet book, and what I mean by that is there's not a lot of plot. It's mainly like a character development, and it's just slow moving in a small town, and I really dig those books, honestly. I have to be in the right mood for them, I will say, and it's the right time for it for me, honestly, so I am really enjoying it. It is getting a little bit slow. I think I'm like maybe a quarter way through, and I have heard people complain that during the halfway mark it gets really slow, so I am foreseeing that, but I still am really enjoying it. So I'd say if you love a really quiet book and a really small setting and a really small town setting, I would definitely check this one out. I can't tell you right now what I'm like would rate it because I haven't finished it. I don't even think I'll be able to finish the audiobook because I can't drive a lot alone anymore, so I'm gonna probably buy the physical copy and finish it that way. Either way, this is a long clip. Wrap up what I've read for the Contemporaryathon. So the first book I read was Well Met by Jen DeLuca. I gave this a 5 out of 5. I loved it. This fulfills the challenges for for 2019 release, illustration on the cover, and it's beloved by a member of the community. So it fills 3 challenges. So yay, very happy to have read this. Then I read The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. This fulfills the challenge for a dark, hard-hitting contemporary because it is a thriller, and plants on the cover because we have flowers. And then the last book I read was The Right Swipe by Leisha Rai. This fills the challenge for yellow on the cover as well as diverse contemporary, and it also is beloved by a member of the community. So there you have it. I read 3 books in a week, which is pretty good for me, honestly. I'm kind of surprised I did this, but I'm happy to have done it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you want to see more reading vlogs, let me know. I'm more happy to do them. I just like a lot of montages. That's just me personally. I don't know if you do, but I like them. But either way, thank you so much to Chelsea, to Melanie, to Julie, to Natasha for running the Contemporaryathon. I think they do it amazing every year. I'm very excited for it because I love contemporary, so I'm so happy they team up all together and make this amazing readathon. I'll link all of their channels down below for you to check out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.